So yeah, this is something new we're doing on the channel. Everything on the channel is new at this point, but this is something we haven't done.
We went to a old farmhouse and kind of just tooled around.
Yeah, we're not urban explorers or ghost hunters. That's not what we want our channel to be about, really. We're just down for an adventure. My mom is a photographer.
She likes exploring random places where she can get some great photos.
Yeah.
And
we like to go with her. And
keep her out of trouble, to be honest.
We keep her out of trouble. Yeah, make sure she doesn't hurt herself, but it's also a good adventure. It's always a good time. But this house we don't know much about. It was built in 1860. That's about all the history we know. It's owned by the school district. They used the farmland that it was on to build their schools.
It's like its own little island in just the center of nothing. It's kind of creepy.
There was no trespassing sign, so
no.
We weren't breaking any laws by being there. We looked it up.
We also weren't breaking anything, taking anything, or generally being jerks. We were just taking pictures and video, and that is it.
Between the two of us, we have about an hour and a half worth of footage that we took. So this is basically just a 15-minute highlight reel. Just a pretty quick walkthrough of the house. You'll get to see everything we saw, but we just cut out all the boring crap.
I felt a little something weird when I walked in. Could not make it up the steps. Like, Roman and his mother went upstairs, and I stayed downstairs by myself.
Don't you just get the creepiest feels from this shot? Just like, it looks like something out of, like, The Exorcist.
Every window had something broken on it.
Oh, this is where
The doors were... There were some doors, especially on the upper stairs, and there was so much wind while we were there that it was just blowing straight through these open windows and pushing doors open and shut. It was so creepy. These creaking doors just the whole time we were there.
It sounded like somebody was slamming doors upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Solid house, though. Very surprisingly solid. Obviously there was going to be a lot of water damage, but, there was no spot in it that I actually felt like, hey, watch out for this spot. Like, you could probably fall through at any moment. Even in the upstairs, really. That one room was probably the most damaged, that add-on.
Yeah, that was a junky add-on off the kitchen. Oh, I love this front window thing with the 3 windows and that balcony. What was that, the master bedroom?
Yeah, probably the master bedroom right above that. That had a balcony that you could stand on right above that. What are those? What are those called? Those 3 window...
I don't know.
Did not see anything. No ghosts, sir.
Yeah, we looked up in windows. We shot stuff around corners.
Oh, this is going in on the side entrance. The door was probably the most clear of debris. My mom was already in there taking photos.
She's adorable.
She went in there, we went in there to, hey, check it out. Where'd my mom go? Oh, she's already inside.
She's left some of her equipment outside, just wandered on inside. Freaking fearless, that woman. Yeah, we didn't go down in the basement for obvious reasons. Like, we were chickens. And also, I was worried somebody was going to get hurt. We didn't bring any lanterns or anything. Oh, there's my favorite room.
Yeah, this room was definitely the best. With the window. That just looked right out into the cornfield.
There are 2 doors, one on each side of these 3 windows that went out onto little, what looked like porches. I would have put a greenhouse on either side of that and just hung a bunch of plants from those 3 windows and just covered the room with plants, and that would have been my happy Serenity room. And the room I would have stayed in forever.
You could easily close that off and make it like a walkout greenhouse. But you get a sunrise on that side of the house coming in through those windows every morning. And it was all grown over. I ended up getting stuck with a thorn on the top of my head. I get stuck right here. Pause for a minute while I de-thorn the top of my head, yeah. Then off to the side here, I don't know, this cabinet
This is the
was
dining room, definitely, with a back.
upstairs, the back stairs where the bedrooms were, it seemed like.
This is how I know, because I lived in a farmhouse for a lot of my young life. This was the dining room, so it was called a servant stair, or like we called it a back stairwell, but it was basically easy access to the kitchen. The fanciest people had second stairwells.
At the top of those stairs right there is the bedrooms. Basically all 3 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured since also right on the other side of this room here is where the only bathroom is that we could, at least the only bathroom that we found.
It's true.
We figured that was probably the easiest way to get down and go to the bathroom in the morning.
Well, when this house was built, there was an outhouse, most likely. Oh, you went in there.
All I did was stick my arm in with the camera just to see what I could see.
Oh, I love these pocket doors. Ah, I love pocket doors.
So yeah, this other pink room, another fireplace. And the stairwell, that's the circle.
Yeah. I'm like ogling these doors like these are the favorite doors of all time.
I tried pulling on it to see if it would go, but it was too stuck and I wasn't about to force it.
Yeah, the bird's nest.
Yeah, birds' nests in the chimney.
This was the worst chimney.
Paint roller through the glass.
So I explained these to Roman because my parents' house used to have these because it's an old farmhouse. But it's counterweights to basically be able to open and close the windows safely. It was basically a very ingenious system for the time, I think. I mean, look at those weights.
It's very rusted.
It was.
Very corroded. So rusted it was starting to corrode and divot. Yeah, this is me going. I braved the stairwell. And I held the camera up as I walked just to see if I would catch anything on the camera, and I didn't.
Of course not.
At least not that I saw. I don't know.
Yeah, if anybody spots any ghosts, let us know, because, like, we didn't see anything, honestly. Yeah, no, I would not have made
that
it up
room
then.
right there, I was the most concerned about.
Yeah, I could see that. It's probably one
This
of those doors.
right here.
Oh!
The creepiest spot in the whole house was that hallway. Dark with all those possibilities of somebody being behind one of those doors. As I went into that room, I kept the camera focused behind me as I tried to get the door open just in case.
You got locked in here, didn't you?
Yeah. There was not any doorknob on the other side. So I get in there and this gust of wind comes through and just shuts the door behind me. And I was like, I'm up here by myself, I'll just look around, wait for somebody to come and rescue me. Which was pretty, like I said, pretty basic. Fireplace, just open room.
I love all the fireplaces. Look at that mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
There, yeah, my mom comes upstairs and...
Rescues you.
my mom comes and rescues me. And down the hallway we go.
Such a tight hallway.
This we assumed was the master bedroom. Fireplace, this has had the balcony.
Okay. That other room looks pretty darn big, though. I wonder if that was like an upstairs sitting room or something.
Possibly. This is where the door shuts and scares the crap out of me and Mom. You see us both shudder there.
Your mom was so funny.
Right there. Table leg.
In the
thrown
window.
through the window, yeah. Of course, I had to push on the glass and see just how weak it was.
You did not break it.
Yeah, I didn't do it with my hand either. I did stick my arm out the window with the camera to get that outside balcony shot.
You know that was gorgeous back in the day.
Oh yeah. Though if you worked this field, you get up in the morning, you just stare out there and be like, damn it.
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't have made it through that room with the board missing. I don't do it.
You wouldn't have trusted any of these rooms.
No. Oh no. Is that all wiring underneath the floorboard there?
Yeah, there was wiring underneath and all the screen doors were in there. This was a giant closet.
Whoa. Oh, were those the attic stairs?
Yep, these were the stairs that went up to the attic, and then obviously the other, I'm assuming 2 kids' rooms. One was
Jesus,
pink,
place was huge.
one was blue, so...
Back in that time, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can obviously assume what went on. These were the kids' rooms. Very
Pink
American.
And blue. How basic.
Farmhouse with son and daughter
Right.
on the American Midwest.
Meanwhile, I was downstairs.
You're trying to... This was your attempt to go upstairs.
When I walked through the door when we first got in, I was the last person to walk into this house, and I felt dizzy when I walked in, and I grabbed a hold of the banister there to get steady myself. So I was kind of weary up the upstairs anyway, but these steps, I mean, look at those steps. There's like,
I think that's where you hit a creaking board.
I did. It was like the one step above, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm going back down. And your mom's like, but it's okay, like, you'll make it. And I'm like, no.
You didn't make it very far, as you can see.
I think I made it halfway up these stairs as well, the back stairs here before. I saw the spider, and I was like, Like, I tried to call for you, because I was like, I want to know if this is a real spider or not, because I will pass it if it's a fake spider.
I love how you're just filming the wall, though. You're so focused on the spider, you're just not filming anything.
I was terrified. I tried to zoom in to see if it was real or not. I couldn't tell.
Finally, you met up with us in the back part of the house.
Because I was just tooling around the bottom of the
I could
house.
hear you up there through the back stairwell. I was like, I hear Bree.
Hello.
Not much to see in that other blue bedroom. We're just gonna skip right past it. I don't even think I went in there because it was just such a basic room.
I mean, yeah.
Way to be basic and blue. But I was too excited to go upstairs to the attic and check out that.
Yeah, those stairs look scary.
Yeah, they were decently solid. It really wasn't as bad as any of the other stairs.
I love this attic. It looks like somebody was gonna redo it.
All of those brick pillars are fireplaces.
Mm-hmm.
And a fireplace on like each level, basically, it seemed like.
I think every room but the kids' rooms had a fireplace.
Me and Mom were debating on whether or not that was a human turd.
Oh.
I wish that staircase was still intact. Halfway up, all of them had been probably broken off on purpose. Obviously,
Keep drunk idiots from just like wandering out up there.
Where the roof had shifted, and that was where the roof was supposed to be sitting on top of those bricks. But you could definitely see, like, that was the wall to the outside right there. It felt decently sturdy, even up there. I walked out into the room a little bit, trying to stay on top of the main beams.
I love those walls. Look at those triangles. This would have been a cool freaking bedroom, or like just like a hangout room.
This would have been a great hangout room. Posters all over those walls.
Right? Blasting my records.
Another blacklight room.
Yes.
I stuck my hand out this window.
Oh
too.
yeah, there's the silo that was dead.
We got stuck on the bottom stair because we didn't know if the spiders were fake or real. They are fake spiders.
They looked real when I was looking at them.
I had to check it out though, and my mom, even though knowing that they were fake spiders, still freaked out. I had to poke it with the camera.
You just poked it to show her it was either dead or not real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
She was still like freaking out as she went past him.
Yeah, the kitchen looked the worst.
Piece of glass sticking straight up.
So Roman goes off to look over at this silo.
So I had to run out and check out the silo. The stone entryway up into the silo, I thought was probably the cool part. There, that half concrete, half stone hallway was pretty cool. This had maybe a foot of water in it. It was not very deep. These poles right there looked like you could definitely probably make it all the way to the top if you really wanted to. But I was definitely not about to... Yeah, I was not about to try and climb it.
Did you go through this tunnel?
No, I didn't go through the tunnel.
Good.
It didn't look like it led anywhere. It looked like it was just closed off right there. And I wanted to go and check out.
It was probably connected
barn.
to the original little barn that was probably there.
This was weird. The top of the barn and the bottom of the platform were only about 5 feet clearance. And then it had this underneath. Underneath the concrete platform was this giant, I'm assuming was just a holding room or a supply room. But it was full of water. It's kind of hard to tell. But just completely full. As full as it could be before it spilled out. And then back behind was just these 3 giant farm equipment. I don't know what to call them. You hook them up to tractors. Looked like. But yeah. Just sitting right there.
So that was the house.
Yeah, that was it. It was interesting. We had a pretty good time. It was fun to go around and explore. A lot more sturdy than I feel it should have been. With all the windows being gone, just exposed to the weather for years with no maintenance. It was surprisingly very sturdy. Not many boards creaked underneath you.
A lot of slamming doors, obviously.
But it would definitely take a lot of money and a lot of time to build this house back up to livable status.
Just trying to make it livable, it would still be expensive.
Tell us what you thought. Leave a comment if you saw anything. We didn't see anything, no ghosts, or we didn't feel anything. You know, we didn't think that it was haunted while we were there. No creepy feelings, really.
After watching a lot of ghost videos and urban explorers on YouTube, we tried to do a bunch of tricks where we were filming where we weren't looking. So, you know, if anybody spots anything that we didn't see, like, we'd obviously be very curious. I'm curious.
Bye.
Toodles noodles.